Hey everybody.
Hi,
Hey
everybody.
Debbie.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Andy. How's it going?
It's going great. Um, actually had a really good day today with everything, and I've been getting so many friend requests, so it's actually quite unusual. But I share a lot of stuff like our shows and all of that on social media along with you. And I think when they see our names or they see our videos and stuff, I think it's really, I know I'm getting a ton of requests. So eventually, probably turn it into like a fan page instead. So, how about you?
You, your, your video froze for a second.
Oh,
Um, I've been really busy. I had a deadline for reading, so I had one long day, Monday, of reading all day long readings. I don't know how they do it at the psychic fairs. That's incredible. Um, well, like our lives are unpredictable and there's always stuff going on. Literally, right before we came on, I got a phone call about somebody who was distressed because their friend committed suicide. And
oh no.
I'm like, I have like 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the time I need. But luckily, it was a very spiritual person. And so, we're talking about there's no blame and all of that. And I guess it was alcohol related type of thing. Hi,
Uh,
Madeline. And so, the guy, interesting enough, this young man had a near death experience in his lifetime, and it stuck with him. And I told my friend, I said, you know what? A lot of times there's some people that will be do risky behaviors because they're just programmed that way. And I said, a lot of people that have gone to the other side in a near death episode know how great it is. They're not afraid to die anymore. And I said, I really kind of get that. He wasn't afraid of dying, so he was open to, some risky things that he did. So unfortunately, he passed, but you know, um, he knew it was wonderful on the other side. He says, you just don't know how great it is, when you pass over, how beautiful, how peaceful, how wonderful, and how you really have all this love. And the biggest thing that he experienced when he came back was that lack of all that love that he had on the other side. So I said, he's back in the love now. And I said, give him a little time and ask for a sign, and he'll start communicating with you from that side. So I'm just
right.
literally, 5 minutes before we were going to be, starting to talk and get ready for the show. I was like, okay. But that's kind of my life. That stuff happens, all the time. Um, we'll switch gears a little bit. You guys, have you seen Michael on Comic-Con? We have some people watching now. Um, Michael Mace Mason is a great videographer, and he's an actor and director, producer, everything. And he is at Comic Con every day and will be going live throughout the day on Psychic Fixes. So he went today to show you guys a little preview because he's actually working with a vendor there. So he gets to be in before everybody else gets to go and preview. Hi, Vicky. So he is actually there showing you how they set up and everything. And I asked, could you show the new backpacks? And so he did. And the backpacks this year from Comic Con come with a special little pin on a card tucked into the backpack. So that's a new thing. I get all the backpacks, so that's always fun. But I immediately went on eBay, Andy, to find out if they had them for sale, and they do.
Oh, sweet.
They go as soon as they get the swag bags. Now, swag bags, these people, when they go to Comic Con, they get to go from booth to booth to booth to booth. And you guys, it's real easy for me to get stuff because I live in San Diego. Hey,
Hey Bree.
Bree. And so these little free things that they get, the little characters, anything will be for sale right now on eBay and starting tomorrow, really. But they're not going to be able to mail them until they're out of here after Sunday. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. I find all the stuff at the thrift stores, all the Comic-Con stuff, the guides, the
Mm.
backpacks, everything, because we're in San Diego. The majority of people that are going are from here. And so anyway, that's going to be a lot of fun. Michael's quite a character, and he'll be probably doing interviews with who knows, celebrities, whatever. And a shout out to our friend, Andy and I's friend, Londi Benson, not related, only in spirit to Andy. Londi's two
Yeah.
girls were writing Batgirl Girls of Prey, and now they're writing The Green Arrow. And so they'll be signing on Thursday and Friday. I was signing, or they're going to be part of a panel, I should say, Thursday and Friday at Comic-Con. So hopefully Londi's going to try to hook up and find Michael in that madness of Comic-Con and get to talk with him, and hopefully live. So enjoy the whole week of Comic-Con with Michael. We need to talk about the story contest. You want to go ahead and talk about that, Andy?
Yeah. So Debbie and I are going to be working on book 2 of Little Book of Big Evil that we're so proud of. We've gotten really good feedback on it. I know I have, Debbie. I don't know about you, but my coworkers and so many friends have been out there and asking me about this book and telling me, hey, I can't wait to read it. So that's so exciting. But anyways, with the story contest, we are looking for scary stories, anything like that. And we're offering $300 worth of merchandise, service, readings.
Andy, did you see what I just purchased for the price? Angelina Jolie's signed autographed picture of her in as Maleficent. Did you see it? I posted it.
I did.
I was successful in the auction, and I thought that fit really good. And Angelina Jolie is a huge star. So, hi, Sabine. So here's an opportunity to get tarot cards that Andy designed, a signed autographed picture of, hi, Sarah, of Angelina, readings from us, and a Visa gift card. It's a approximate retail value of $300. Hi, Brian. So please, and we're very open to a paranormal or very amazing spiritual stories. Okay. And now when you submit a story, you get one entry, and you can submit as many stories as you want. We kind of would like 1,000 words from you. That would be really great. So that's not too much. It's like 2 pages, right? 2 pages of type pages. So it's a great opportunity to, we didn't say the biggest thing. Some, maybe all the stories that are submitted will be in book number 2, the Little Book of Big Evil, part 2. And we're going to do a thrillology, so we'll have 3. So we're so excited to be able to offer that. And what a great price. Now, it's not a prize for the, Brian, we'll hook you up with that. A signed copy. Absolutely. Write a note,
Sarah,
Andy.
thank you.
So the biggest thing is not the best story or the best, most exciting or scary or amazing story. We're going to do a drawing from all the entries. Absolutely fair. Everybody who puts one in gets an entry. So just go ahead and submit it. Now, go to psychicfixes.com, and on the title bar, it'll say story contest. Click on it and just paste your story right in. Now, I put that in so that it'll take way over. It'll take like 1,800 plus words. So just paste your story in. If it goes beyond that, just do it in two different submissions. Okay. So it should be fine. So get them in so that you'll be in for that $300 prize. So excited. Let's talk. We're going to talk about manifesting today. We wrote a book, The Many Ways. We both have our copy because we need it to follow along. We're going to be doing a show on manifesting today. We did have somebody that thought they could get on as a guest today, but they can't. So we've always wanted to do this, and we planned on doing a manifesting one. But let me tell you about some upcoming things we're going to do. On the 25th, if you're into spells and Wiccan stuff or just the natural energy, herbs and crystals, I really feel like that one that we just did, Andy, was really good. The 5 spells that we did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love doing that. And then we let everybody have the spells, and I demonstrated it. We're going to do it on the 25th, and they're going to be spells for the full moon, because on the 25th, you have that day to learn and access our documents on it. And then that next night, you're going to put your stuff out. Because remember what I said, when people see the full moon written on the calendar, it's the morning. So it's the night before you put your things out, okay? And so I'm going to be talking about charging water. I'm going to be talking about putting your things out and how to set intentions and how to do altars for things. So that's going to be fun. And I did 5 the last time. And I think this one hopefully will be 4 or 5, some really good ones. Depends on what we're going to get into. Oh, Bree likes it. And I know Sabine has just got that my Scott Cunningham book that I told everybody about.
Oh, yeah.
Oils and Brews. She did purchase one. And that is the one book that you have to have if you're going to do this. And if you don't have a lot of money, guys, that's the only one you need. That and the internet will give you a great base of how to mix things. I'm going to be doing love on this one. You know me, I like the protection spells and stuff, but we're going to be doing love things on the 25th. I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do that. Let's see. And then Friday, I've got something to show you. So Friday, we got to figure out something fun, get a fun guest on. But look what I have. Everybody just be okay with this. But I have Taco Bell. Tacos.
Oh.
Taco
Yes.
gift card. We're going to give that. I keep saying we're going to give tacos away. Never did. Oh, and you got your gift card. Great. I love McDonald's. I have to tell you, it's my guilty secret pleasure that's not a secret anymore. I love McDonald's breakfast. I mean, I could just eat it forever. But I do like Taco Bell. So we will give that away on Friday. That'll be fun. Let's see. There's one more thing on my list. Do you have a list of things to talk about? And your readings too.
Yeah. I did have one thing though. I was wanting to ask you. A little bird mentioned to me that Debbie, who I know, who's my mentor, who's taught me how to read cards, is number 1 on Fiverr for psychics. So that's pretty awesome. That's a big deal. That's
well,
that's a lot of hard work.
They have a person that has been on there for 5 years, getting sampling and getting everybody's readings. I don't even know how big Fiverr is or how many psychics are on it or any of that. I totally don't pay attention to any of that. And I was informed that there's a gig where this person has identified the top psychics on the site. And so I was told that I was number 1. And I was like, oh my gosh. God, and I first thing that
Hmm.
I said was God is, because God did this. God gave the gift to me, and the other side, the angels, everybody works with me to help people, and that's what it is. It's all about God, and so that was really a neat. That really was neat because as readers, it's great to get validation and. Thank you, God, so much. I got to just be so grateful,
Hmm.
and that's part of what we'll be talking about in the book too,
Right.
gratitude. But so grateful that that happened because we need that validation to know that we are continuing to be connected and to help and to be right, because that's the biggest thing when I'm teaching readers is that we need to be right. That's how we get our credibility. We can't um, we have to hit the mark at each time. We really do, because we need to give the right information. And so it's just such a blessing. And thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sabine. Yeah, it was really great
Yeah.
news. It did, and it's just that God is good, and I'm on the right track. So that was really neat to find out. Thank you. But let's switch over to you. I hear now. No bird told me, but I know that you're doing some love readings, and what else?
Yeah. I've
Relationship
been
or something?
getting a lot of, yeah, I've been getting a lot of readings pertaining to relationships and love, and whether this person, it's really not them asking me whether this person is good for them. It's how I can get them back. How can I change them? Why am I not receiving love or receiving that person that I've manifested for? And which is one of the topics, that I get questioned on. And, oftentimes I'm still fairly new within manifesting. I mean, I did it years ago, but learning under Debbie's leadership, it's been great. So I still have questions I have to ask her. And when it comes to the relationships, um, people are just, they're stuck. I get the feeling of stuck all the time, or they're not worthy of love, um, or they need to heal first. And Debbie, you mentioned something very important to me today that was an aha moment, kind of like judgment in the tarot. And that was just knowing that, the other side knows of what's for our highest good. So if we need that, we still need to heal from something that's holding us from manifesting that love,
Right.
or um, that the other side wants us to go through healing, and just to be aware of that.
Right. A lot of times when the people say that, why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? They have to have an open heart. They have to be healed and ready to go on to someone else. And it's that is
Right,
a big thing. If they're still stuck on this other person or heartache or whatever, it's so hard to bring that in until they're ready. And I'll see that when I take tarot cards and I see there's two certain cards that I get. I go, oh, good. Now you guys are ready. You are ready now to receive
right.
love. Okay. So, yeah, I'm really glad that you're going to be doing that, because then that gives you experience to, you know, in because you know what, guys, like 90% of your readings are going to be on love. Really. It's
Right.
just like, it's
Yeah.
so important, and it's everybody's chasing it. Everybody. And,
Honestly, when you mentioned that, I remember you telling me when you first taught me, Debbie, about the tarot was, hey, just so you know, majority of them is on love. Because in my mind, I always thought, well, shoot, if I had to ask a psychic, it would be about money.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know,
Love
So,
trumps the money. It really does. Um, I'm finding, though, we can look at it a little bit differently too, that depending on where the people live in the economy and stuff, we may get more the money ones from different countries. In different times when the economy is good, maybe they're focused on something else. But we have to have money to live. It's so important. But we also need love. And mostly I'm getting the loved ones. Oh, look at Brian has it's
oh,
okay. Well,
oh, okay.
I'm glad that you are doing that and you have some really good friends that you can pull information from if you have, if you need it. So,
Right.
but anyway, well, let's go ahead. Do we have any other announcements? I think I'm filming on the 23rd. So, our Londi's house, we're going to film at her house interviews for a haunted investigation that we did. So that
Oh,
is going to be
awesome.
on. I know we're making it into a movie and we're going to put it on YouTube. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Fun.
So I know, and may do a spirit circle this month too. So that'll be fun. Let's go ahead and talk about manifesting. Um, the first time I ever manifested, I didn't believe in it. And I tell all my clients this. I said, some girl told me, just tell the universe what you want and it comes. I'm like, yeah, that's a new one. I didn't believe in it. It seemed too far fetched. Yet the first time that I manifested in details, it happened in 2 weeks. It happened. And so
Oh,
then I
wow.
knew, yeah. And then I remanifested and in detail. And in 2 weeks, it happened again. Everything I asked for came in. And that's when I went, wait a minute. There's something about manifesting. And so I went along for years, just manifesting this one way. I call it commanding energy. I'm just one way. And because I didn't know any better and nobody taught me anything else. And then I met all these people that were getting incredible things. Private jet, get to be on that.
Oh,
Meet,
yes.
meet celebrities, big sums of money. I said, how are you doing it? And so when they told me how, then we had the base for our book that we wrote, Many Ways of Manifesting. And so we want to teach you today, this can change your life. I mean, now let's say, I
Mhm.
manifested a husband, okay? And I also manifested a little jack ball antenna thing. So
Oh, yeah.
you could use it for whatever you want, anything small or the big things in life. And what I did with that time, I had bought a brand new, and I know you're going to manifest for a brand new car there, Andy. Uh,
Yeah.
and I bought a brand new red car, and I just loved the car. And it was holiday time, and they had Party Jack, the little antenna ball. Party Jack. I
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
him so bad. And I went all over the county and I called Jack in the Box and I said, you have
Yeah.
any? Save it for me. I will drive there. No, no, no. We are all out. There's just no way. And I was like still manifesting for that silly little thing. And so I drove up to a brand new shopping center. And I parked way out of the way because I had a brand new car, way out of the way. And I backed in and I was clear on the corner and there was only like landscaping. And I opened the door and sitting right there was a brand new Party Jack antenna ball.
Oh,
And
my
it wasn't
gosh.
he was in perfect condition. He wasn't even in the cellophane bag. And he was just sitting there. I picked him up and I go, "Yay!" He did not fit on my antenna.
Oh,
But
no.
I still have him to this day and He's suction cupped on my kitchen window. And that just is a reminder that you can manifest the smallest of things or the biggest of things, whatever your heart desires. Now,
Yeah.
manifesting really is for the greater good of all. We know that. But unless it's learning a life lesson, so you're in place learning something that that you wrote into a contract before you were born, you can go ahead and manifest for these things. So Andy and I are going to go through all the little ways that you can manifest. And so you got your book, Andy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. In our book, the first one that I just love the pictures. The pictures, the
Oh, yeah.
skull. Matter of fact, Zeta Global Radio is going to have the people talking about crystal skulls on Sunday. You get a chance to go listen to that. I listened to the MUFON one.
Oh,
I'd love to have those guys on our show. We should reach out. So, do you want to talk about affirmations or what do you want?
yes. Um, well, yeah, let's do that. Let's start with affirmations. So, affirmations, if I'm sure most everybody is aware of that, but affirming, to me, it's like affirming something in a positive way for your highest good. Um, uh, the way I think of it is just your thoughts are energy. What you put out there is what you're asking or telling the universe to give you. So you can do many affirmations like health, wealth, abundance, um, love affirmations. Excuse me, daily affirmations. So it's just a whole range. And um, we like the idea of just don't just grab something off the internet. You can use that for inspiration. But if you want an affirmation, for example, we had one, I am open to receive all forms of abundance. So you're just putting it out there as an affirmation to the other side and to the universe that this is what you're open to. You're setting your intention. Your intention is that you're opening yourself up to receive, and that's very powerful because we can often block ourselves from receiving positive things.
So you guys, you can say an affirmation over and over if you want, or just say it once out loud. If you watch the DVD, The Secret, the guy goes to his mailbox and he says, "Money comes easily and frequently to me. Money comes easily and frequently to me." So he'll say it like 2 times. Hi, Janelle. Like 2 times in a row every day, and then he said, "All checks started coming in." So, if you wanted to get better health, you could just say, "I have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. I have a healthy mind, body, and spirit." So, as many times as feels right. But when we speak, we know that the sound goes on forever, right? And we are bringing everything into us. And the reason I'm going to do a sidebar here. The reason that I say everything out loud and I tell everyone, if possible, for you to say it out loud, is one day I was going to bed and I was up. It's like 2 a.m. and I had to get up at 7:30. I'm always up before that, but I decided to set an alarm. And so I was going to set it for 7:30. And so I said out loud, "I'm going to set this alarm for 7:30." But in my head, I said, "Give yourself 10 more minutes." So I did. So it was set for 7:40, but I said out loud, "Going to set it for 7:30." And so in the morning, I heard 4 knocks on the door to wake me up. Of course, it was spirit. Nobody was there. 4 knocks on the door, and I looked up, and the clock said 7:30 on the dot. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't say 7. I didn't tell them that I wanted 10 more minutes." And that's when I went, "Wait a minute. Why they're not doing telepathy with me?" You know? they're listening to me because I said that out loud, but I did not say, I said to myself in my head, 10 more minutes. So
Mm,
then that's when I went, well, maybe the spirits that I have in my house don't do the telepathy thing. Maybe I can communicate with the angels or my spirit guides or whatever. But whatever was there that was working out didn't get that 10 minutes. That's when I went, okay, just to be on the safe side,
right.
I always say everything out loud. So,
Yeah.
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 And,
Good
a lot of,
point.
yeah. And as far as affirmations go, I'm always, going to the refrigerator. So I put a dollar bill there with a post-it note. It's clipped there. It
Hmm.
stays there. Nobody touches that dollar bill. But on the post-it note, it's being in gratitude. And there's a little thing I made up to say about, thank you for the money that comes into my life and whatever else and the abundance that's coming in, in the future, whatever. And so every time I go to the refrigerator, I remember now I see the dollar bill and immediately say my affirmation. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, especially to bring the money in. So that was my little reminder to say that.
Hmm.
Um, so we do, if you guys, just make up anything that resonates with you. Um, the short one that we have here, and I think Andy wrote these up, is I am grateful for love. How
Hmm.
wonderful that is. I am so grateful for love. I am so grateful for love, and feel it. Okay. So, or I attract love from all relationships, all kinds of really neat things that you can do. I love this one. I am open to receiving love and meaningful relationships. So, fabulous things. But daily, I'm grateful for this beautiful day. Oh my goodness. Isn't that great? A lot of times people will come to me and they say, I've been manifesting and nothing's happened and my life is in the toilet and it's terrible and all. And I said, look at what you're doing. Are you grateful? Are you grateful for that life? Are you grateful for what you have? Ryan's grateful. Oh, for us. Oh,
You too,
and
Brian.
yes. And so we have to be in gratitude. That's one of the things which we'll talk about a little later. But all kinds of things that we have here. I'm open to new and creative opportunities. If things are stagnant, you just do an affirmation to open that
Hmm.
door so that you can have what you want come in. It's just,
And
it's
Debbie,
amazing.
that reminds me too that that affirmation would be a great one for love, especially now. I don't know if the person, um, I know me as a reader would offer this to a client or a friend or somebody during a reading and say, you know, I see that you're maybe holding on to something that may not work out or whatever the outcome is that we had. And this affirmation can help with that.
Oh
So,
yeah. I
yeah,
I always, and you should too, give something to your clients. You've done a wonderful reading and Brian just said you did a
yeah,
great reading for him. You're so talented. And Andy does mediumship readings. It's so great. But I always do offer them a prescription. They get
right.
homework or they get a prescription, and I say, this is what I want you to do, and this is how I want you to say it, so that they can immediately start changing that situation and manifesting something.
Absolutely right on. That's a good way. Yeah.
So you guys, there's lots of different ways to manifest. If one way doesn't work, you try another one, right? You just try another one. And I use commanding energy all the time, and that may not work for people. I have a friend that does scripting or journaling, two different things, and they get all kinds of things. I want to write a book, Brian, that's your prescription to manifesting. I
Hmm.
absolutely do, because it needs to be customized. And if you're in a certain situation, there's so many things you could do. People, if you ever have a health issue, and we're going to do a show, and I'm going to teach you how to heal. Last night, I got very sick. I don't have a gallbladder, and I tend to forget. And I was dealing with clients, and I go, oh my gosh, I am absolutely really sick right now. So we tend to just go, I'm going to take Tums, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I immediately went, oh, hello, I'm a healer, and put the energy in, and I was good. Totally, my stomach was fine. So we're going to get to scripting, Bree. So there's a ton of things that you can do if you have a health issue, and always write to me on psychicfixes at Gmail, okay? Or psychicfixes.com, contact us form. And I will tell you all the things that you could do. I mean, Thomas Nordwest has wonderful videos, and I just love him. And anyway, I'm not going to go into all of that because we're doing manifesting, but there's so much that you can do metaphysically. So I'd love to do a book that's a prescription for all this. I'm going to go ahead and I'll do the color breathing. Is that okay? I'm going to kind of, yep. We just talk about the next chapter. We just talk about attracting abundance, and well, that's fine. I want to talk about color breathing because it's a funny story.
Yeah, and it's very interesting too because I've never heard of it until I met you. So
yeah, it's amazing, you guys. Color breathing's kind of old, and it was very much a science. Okay, it wasn't in the realm of metaphysical. It wasn't in the realm of the gypsies did it or anything like that. It was a scientific thing, and it fell by the wayside in college, and they kind of didn't do anything with it, and then it was picked up by the metaphysical people. And so I'm a retired librarian, if you didn't know, and I was a branch manager, and some books had come in on color breathing, and I grabbed them, and I was like, wow, this is really, really neat. But I go, the concept I love, a breathing in the color for different things, like wealth, you would breathe in the green, or healing might be blue. This lady wrote this book, very superficial, and it was kind of crazy because her before and after pictures were switched, so you knew this isn't real for what she wanted. She said it was for like beauty. And so I said, well, I love this concept. And, back then we didn't have the internet like this. Okay. You can get on and say what's color breathing, which you guys can do now. Well, I'm going to show you right now how to do it. But yeah, we'll do the color breathing with the healing and workshop. And then, so anyway, I started breathing in Pepto-Bismol. Does everybody know pink Pepto-Bismol color, or a real pink, dark pink strawberry shake? Okay, so this was for beauty, or actually it was a prescription for wrinkles. So I go, okay, so I'm in it. I'm going to keep the wrinkles away because I didn't have any back then. So this is what I did. You could do it once or twice a day, and you see the color in front of you. You take 3 deep breaths, and we know we're going through the nose and out the mouth. 3 deep breaths, and then you breathe in and see the pink go in, or whatever color. See it go down your throat, into your lungs. Hold it for 10 seconds, and then blow it out. But for this, you blow it out and see it go around your head. So I did this for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I'm like, because I will try these things. And it's the one thing I think God built into me, is to step beyond and out of the box. And I'm so glad he did. So, okay, the funny part. Hi, Julie. The funny part of breathing this, I didn't see any difference. Okay. And I was engaged at the time. I didn't see any difference, whatever. So my friends group were having a party. Now, I happened to be in a very affluent area that my library was in. People such as the people that own Walmart lived there, the people that own Robinson's from Robinson's Maid Company, and the man who founded Petco. And I think it's fine to say his name. It was Walt and his wife, Betty. And they were good friends of mine. They were friends. And so I'm at the party with my fiance, and they're there. And Walt walks over to me, and he just looks at me. And he just goes, Debbie, Debbie, Debbie. And he's, got my hand in my arm, Debbie, Debbie. And he's at my face. What did you do? What did you do? What'd you do? Did you go to beauty college? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at you. There's a beauty. What'd you do? What'd you do? And I thought, what the heck? Walt, what's going on? And he went over and he got his wife and he pulled Betty over. So Betty, look at Debbie. Look at Debbie. Look at her face. Like she went to beauty college. She got something done. And I was like embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I thought, what is going on? And so, of course, that they went away and my fiance came, and I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. And as a lot of things happen when we manifest, it fell to the wayside. I didn't do it anymore. I just, I didn't have time. I didn't think about it, whatever. It didn't do anything to me. So we're going to fast forward many years. I meet up with my girlfriend from elementary school who has been a Wiccan all of her life. Strong. Oh my goodness. Her incredible grandparents and mother was psychic, but the grandparents were out of this world. And so she grew up that way. She even went to school to be a parapsychologist. So anyway, she goes, I'm a soul practitioner. I'm going to be your mentor. So I said, okay, well, all right. I'm open. So I learned all about energy and all of that. We were sitting out and she was telling me about color and how you use the energy for color for your personal bubble and all the different colors or for whatever. And then she started talking. I said, hold on. Let me tell you a story. I said, I did this color breathing thing. And she goes, what color? And I told her the story. I said, like Pepto-Bismol pink. And I was telling her the story and she's laughing and she's giggling and she's laughing. I stopped and I go, what's the joke? What are you talking about? She said, that wasn't for wrinkles, Debbie. That was for sexual energy. I was like, it worked. I said, it worked. Because I remember clearly what happened. And I went, I don't know why it just worked on, it did end up working on two people. I had somebody else that would come in and the man would turn bright red. I mean, I was like, and so anyway, I stopped doing that. So now this is a secret to you guys. If that's what you want to attract, you need to get a bottle of pink Pepto-Bismol so you can look at it and breathe that color in and do what I said. But I'm telling you, this was the truth. This happened. So you can color breathe, especially for healing. And sidebar again, Hay House is having an incredible healing workshop online. And I've been looking at the clips that they have. I bought somebody's book on it. So it's at the end of this month. If anybody wants to look at that healing, they have people that came back really from death. One girl had cancer tumor the size of lemons, and she was 86 pounds and she came back from that. And then wow. this one man who's a doctor who a long time ago, you guys, I'm old. A long time ago, let's go late 60s, early 70s. I'm watching this thing where they were talking about seeing Pac-Man whenever Pac-Man came. Let's say that. Pac-Man eating cancer cells. Oh. And that's how the people visualized healing themselves. And this guy was a doctor, so he had something on his side where he knew anatomy. And he had gotten really like hit by a semi on a motorcycle or something. And he wasn't going to ever walk again. So he sat down and he visualized building those vertebrae back together instead of taking a very risky surgery. And it was weeks and he was fine. And he was never going to walk again. So these people are going to be on the Hay House. Wow. Go to Facebook and put Hay House in. And I can't wait. I can't wait for that. But anyway, we have a lot to cover, so we better go on. So color breathing works, and that's the way you do it. Go online and get a color chart, because if you ever have a printer, one has true color and one doesn't, they're skewed. Go on and try to find the right colors, and it'll tell you what they're for, and you know how to breathe it right now, okay? And you can use it for everything. Like white is a general, white light of God. That's a general good color if you don't know what to do. And turquoise is a color for healing. So if you guys need to know more, just write me and I'll tell you. I have to do the next one because it's commanding energy. So go beef up on, well, can you do the crystals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commanding energy is the first thing I ever learned, and I don't have time to go into the story. It
And
sounds like it fixes.
it's really the easiest thing too,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Well, that's why I do it. You just say it
Yeah.
out loud. When you command energy, you can just say, universe, I want. There's a blank, fill it in. Now, this is one of the things, Andy, when the people are manifesting using commanding energy, they're asking for love. And they just tell, oh, I want my, the great person to come into my life and get married and be happy. And it's just going to be wonderful as my Prince Charming or princess or whatever. They never say when. They never tell the universe when they want that person to come in. And so I said, I say, tell me exactly what you're saying. I said, do you know that you didn't put a time period in? I said, you can be in the home. You're 99 years old in the home in the wheelchair, and that's where he gets wheeled in next to you. I said, you want them to come in now. So go ahead and always put that time period that seems right to you, okay? And oh, Vicky's finally back. So, Vicky, you can rewatch us anytime because this is forever. So, commanding energy, universe, I want. There's a blank. Fill it in. Now, that's all you have to do. Say it out loud. And it's not please, universe, please, universe, I'd like. Universe, I want. You're commanding that energy. Energy is out there. It goes on forever. We can grab it for healing. We can grab it and put out a statement of what we want. So you're commanding it by saying, universe, I want. Now, I'm always in gratitude. That's one of the things in here in this book. I always say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why do I say it in 3? We all do goofy things, and it's not superstitious, or it is. I have a lot of students that tap the deck 3 times and do this and that and the other. I just say, I'm in gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I end everything with amen and amen. Just me, I just throw that in there. So you could do that too. So next thing we have is crystals and grids.
Crystals and grids. Now, I do know our friend Brian that was just here. It looks like he left for dinner. But when I went to his house, he had a crystal grid set up in his house. And, they're very popular. I know people offer that as a service as well. But you can easily do your own. So
do consider putting out crystals how you feel intuitively, selecting them and putting them out. I know some people that charge $250 to put out crystals that make a grid and take a picture for you. So, do just whatever you feel. That's a beautiful one. I want to put it out. Now, when I put out things, if it's wealth, it's going to be, green stones, green crystals, green jade, or I have an emerald, or green calcite, or whatever it is. And then it's always good to state your intentions and, do an affirmation over them too.
Right. Yeah. And then would you recommend putting those stones out in during the full moon or
and I'll be talking about charging your crystals on the 25th. That'll be part of that one. Sure. And I actually put a whole altar out with my crystals on it. But crystals, grids, you can put them on a platter. You can put them on the table, whatever you want. Rick's learning. Great.
Thank
Um,
you.
this is jogging our memory, which is really good. Um, but ever since I made a green one in February, I've just been just
Yeah.
beyond, thank you God, beyond busy, which is bringing in not only helping people, but bringing in money to make a livelihood. So it's great. The next one is gratitude. I think we've talked to that
Yep.
a lot. Is always to be in gratitude if you want something to come to you. If you're frustrated, things are going really wrong. I guarantee to everybody that would ever look at this video that there's other people have it worse than you do. So you have blessings to count. And so if you get into that attitude or to that rut where everything's bad and everything's whatever, you better get out, because there's other people that would take your place in a second, because it's better than what they're living. And you have this opportunity to manifest using gratitude, and you have to get into it, and you have to know, oh my gosh, count my blessings, write them down. That is also part of the journaling and scripting,
Mm.
writing down your blessings every single day and add another one. Okay. And that is, that makes the universe happy, makes the other side happy. And it tends to, bring in what you want. So we'll go to journaling and scripting. It's very interesting. So one will be, you can do a gratitude journal or a diary, okay, and keep a notebook. So it would be doing writing down 10 things you're grateful for, and every day reading those 10 and adding another one, something like that. And then that just, when we are doing affirmations and we're putting out to the universe that energy of that is in writing too. It's when we
Hmm.
write. Okay. Now scripting is very interesting, and my girlfriend does this, and I'm not going to tell the story, we don't have time, but she wrote down that she wanted to meet a celebrity, and she knew, and
Hmm.
she used visualization. We'll go ahead and knock that one out right now too.
Yeah.
Visualizing herself in the t-shirt with the guy's face on it, going to the concert, being backstage, meeting him and getting a picture. Okay. So she visualized that. She also would write whatever she wants. Oh, you'd be like this, like for tomorrow. Today I've gotten my t-shirt on for the celebrity, and I've gone to the concert. It's a great concert. I'm having a good time. And oh my goodness, I'm going backstage. Oh my goodness, I'm getting my picture with him. What a great night I had. Okay, scripting. Did that happen to her? Not only did that happen to her, she went back to a radio station and sat down and was invited to watch an HBO boxing special with this one celebrity.
Wow.
Truth. I mean,
I
yeah,
know. I
do
know
it.
that that works. Debbie, when I was in Vegas with a few years back, I met Katherine Jackson when everybody else didn't even know who she was, and that's Michael Jackson's mom. But she wasn't with the entourage or anything. And before that trip, I said, Universe, I want to meet celebrities. I had no idea where or how, but this is in a rundown part of Las Vegas, and it's just somewhere you wouldn't even expect a celebrity, let alone two, because when we got there, also Nicolas Cage was there as well,
Oh
within
my
a half
gosh.
hour of each other. And it was like a giant flea market or whatever they call
Uh-huh.
indoor. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's you
Yes.
manifest from that.
Yeah. And the next thing here is rituals and spell work, which, you're working with crystals that have energy. You're working with herbs and spices and plants that have energy. And then you're setting your intention when you do a ritual. And the rituals are there's no wrong way. And when I do the Wiccan things, I'll be telling you, there's no wrong way really to do this stuff. The universe knows what you want. You're setting your intentions. You're showing the
Mhm.
crystals or or when I make magic candles, it's constantly putting in, just like healing. I'm putting the healing energy in. I'm hand dipping and putting the energy in and putting the energy in and making this. So when you're doing the pagan or Wiccan things, you are working with the universe and the energy and from the earth. So absolutely, spell work,
Hmm.
you're saying it. So you're just like you are saying an affirmation. I am setting my intention for what I want to come out of this. So absolutely, and we'll be doing more and more of those type of Wednesday shows. Okay, really fast. Tapping your way to abundance is EFT. If you haven't done EFT or know about it, go online, please, and look at it. I have a good friend who's just absolutely fabulous teacher. And I should have her on here. But it is to get rid of bad habits, to help PTSD, all that stuff where it calms you down if you have panic attacks, all kinds of uses for it where that you actually are tapping on pressure points um, on your body, and it'll be your hands, and it taps it down. If you were really someone who has anger management, would be a great tool. You tap it down, and you tap it down, and you talk your way down until it's nothing. Okay, so you can use tapping to bring money in. So that's why it's in my book. Do you want to talk about vision boards?
Yeah, in fact, I
I have
still have
mine.
I still have mine too. We can show them off.
Yeah,
Um, hopefully I can see what I'm doing here. But
I've got a whole bunch of.
this is my vision board. Um, a few of these things have already happened. Um, well, more than a few, I need to say. So, um, a lot of these
Oh, and
things.
I've gotten big things. I put a car on there.
Oh yeah.
I knew somebody who had a Camaro that I wanted, and he had an extra picture of it, and I put it on my board. And I took care of that man for several years, and he was 98 when he passed away, and his family came out. They weren't even around, and they handed me the keys. It had 19,000 miles on it. It was such a
Wow.
blessing. I was in such gratitude. And I had an antique table I really wanted that was in my ex-husband's family, and I put the picture up, and I love that table. It's for someone who's a psychic and a reader. It's an antique table from like mid 1800s with glass ball feet
Oh yeah,
and
the coffee.
brass talons holding the crystal
Hmm.
balls for the legs. I mean, I when I saw it, I was like,
I love them. Yeah.
and my husband passed away, and my ex mother in law reached out to me, and she gave me the table. So it was
Oh.
really neat. I love it. I just love the table. So vision boards, paste what you want.
Hmm.
Good things. Anything that you want. This is the fun thing. And there's nothing wrong with putting giant diamond rings on there, you guys.
Yeah.
You could put cars, and you could put Rolexes, and you could put whatever you want. You just put your heart's desire, whatever you want on it. And you'll be so surprised when you go, oh, I got that. Or put your goal. Now, I want to tell you what I use. Women's World is in the grocery stores. It's a Christian magazine, and it is full of all the really, really good words. It'll like you deserve, cheers, cash, love, heart, superpower, love and laughter. It's got all these great things in it. So, and it's hard to find a magazine that you can cut the words out. You can cut the pictures of the stuff you want, but to cut the words out, that's a great one to get. Sorry. And then put it up so you can see it. Keep them. And
Right.
I love that. And Bree, I think, said that's her favorite. So visualizing is another one in here, and that is the set. See it happen. If you were to go and interview for a job, you visualize, this is what I'm going to wear. This is what they're wearing. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to shake that hand. I'm going to be dynamic. I'm going to remember everything and tell them this, that, and the other. Shake their hand. I'm going to get that job. I'm going to walk out. There's so many people that visualize that, and they're really surprised when they get there and the person's wearing the same clothes that they visualized.
Oh,
They're psychic. So, and then when you visualize and whenever you guys get what you manifest for, be grateful and acknowledge to the universe that you received it. You receive it with as a blessing and in gratitude. Now, the last thing that I have to talk about is your highest excitement in walking the walk. Walking the walk means if you want a new car, you walk in the steps that you need to get that car. That means you go and test drive a car. You go shopping for a car. You do all of those things to show the universe that that's what you want to come in. That's what you intend to get. Now, being in your highest excitement, it's just being joyful when you manifest. I see, like in church, if you're talking about people getting healing, what is the one? There is people that go and heal quietly, but when you see churches and stuff, they just about to when these people start getting healing, it's almost a frenzy. Everything gets louder. The people are chanting the hallelujah, whatever, and the band is getting louder and louder and louder, and then they're healing. You are healed, and those people are healed. And you're going, what happened? They were in their highest excitement. That's when a lot of things happen. And one of the things when I teach protection is to go get John Waller's Our God Reigns Here and play it loud in your house at every stinking corner, everywhere. Put it on in your car, and nothing's going to be in there. Nothing's going to be in there. That turn up the volume, and it's going to make whatever get out. So we use that being excited and being in joy to manifest. Okay. So when you're manifesting, it's like, I'm so grateful. Thank you, God, so much for bringing this in. Universe, I want. No, you can get it. I have experienced it. That's why I know it works. And I want you guys to go and manifest something little if you want, something big if you want. But if you want to just try it, manifest something little to find something. You're going to find money. You're going to do whatever. This is my John Waller. Yes. Our God Reigns Here. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't write it in the books because I don't know about copyright or anything, but I know I could say his name. It is a fabulous kind of a rock and roll song. And he goes through what needs to get out. If it's bad health or whatever, it's a fantastic. You're going to get out bad spirits. You're going to get out of this house, for our God reigns here. There's no room for you. I mean, it's really, really good. It's not like, oh gosh, how long do I have to listen to that? It's a very good song. So anyway, that's really all the time that we have. We're over a little bit, but I think we went through almost everything in the book. And it is just really great. Find a method that is great for you. If you want to put a vision board up, do it. I tell the people that are dating, the girls that are dating, don't do the vision board, because your boyfriend is going to walk in and he is going to see big pictures of diamond rings and carriages and wedding stuff, and that might spook him. So don't do that. But manifest, universe, I want. That's my favorite thing. I just love that one. But it's really been a pleasure to do this. I love doing this. Would you guys let me know if you want to do a protective magic, because I'd love to do that book.
We should do that. I'd love to, because that's my go-to when people have issues with entities or energy or things flying off their counter, things that are not wanted. So I think I have, I know I have your book around here somewhere. I was going to show it, but it's
I have it if I can grab it. Let me see. I think which one do I have? Let's see. That would be this one. Protect your
Yes.
magic. Okay.
So we have
yeah.
the links in the description here to those books as well.
Yeah.
So.
Remember, guys, our links that we put are affiliate links, and it gives us, I don't know, quarter. I don't know what it gives us. Not much, but it's affiliate link that we get a little tiny bit of stipend or a little money. If you buy off of it, it's the same price as if you bought it at Amazon.com. You click in it takes you to Amazon.com. So anyway, we would appreciate if you could use that whenever you buy a book. So I think we're ready to go. Now Friday, I'm not sure what we're doing, but I know we're giving away tacos.
Yes.
Now you guys, we do free readings for at 7 to 7:30 on Fridays, but our show starts at 6:30. Hopefully we'll have another medium or somebody on with us. It's a tough time because a lot of people are at Comic-Con that are here. They're going to be gone. That's a real popular day for Comic-Con is Friday night. So, or all day Friday. So San Diego has gone into their zone right now. Starts tomorrow. And so watch Michael. He'll be showing you all the great things at Comic-Con starting tomorrow. Or he might be on later, but he's only going to show people setting up. So, but he did show the backpacks. So are we ready to go to the lobby, Andy?
Yeah, we are.
All right, guys.
Everybody, good night. And
stay safe.
Yep, stay safe and continue to manifest and change your future.
Change your life. Change your life. All right.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Good night.